We are here in the beautiful Indian River Lagoon Preserve State Park. And though things may look pristine, we have many non-native invaders in our presence. The first is called torpedo grass, or Panicum repens. It was brought to our state to use as cattle fodder as a grass that's very flood tolerant. It can now be found in just about every lake, pond, and wetland within our beautiful state. On the horizon, we can see the beautiful colors of the flower of the Lantana chimera, which is also a Category 1 invasive species. And unfortunately, many people do not know of the invasive nature of this plant, and it is very prolific in our natural areas. And many folks will say, Lantana is a beautiful plant that butterflies love. But what they don't understand is the butterflies are not receiving the nutrients that they need from the nectar of the lantana. They need native beneficial pollinators like scorpion's tail or Heliotropium angiospermum. And if we look over here, we can see Brazilian pepper, or Scienus terebinthifolia, or what I like to call public enemy number one. And we can see here, I've treated this one, and we've used what's called a basal bark treatment. And when you basal bark a Brazilian pepper, you want to make sure you clear away the base and apply the systemic triclopyr from 12 to 24 inches above the base, depending on the maturity and diameter of the tree. And it's important that you make sure you get a full perimeter so that the herbicide will translocate into the cambium layer. Our natural areas are threatened by over 120 species of non-native invasive plants. And it's important that we vigilantly protect them, or they will be overrun. And beyond here we can see some Brazilian pepper that have been treated in the past. And this is very encouraging because we see the mature trunk of a collapsing pepper and some juveniles that were treated about a month ago. And now we can see a beautiful native strangler fig growing up, a leather fern, and soon, once these plants are established, they'll shade the sun and prevent seed bank Brazilian pepper from returning. And after about 5 to 7 years, we will have no more invasive threat from the Brazilian pepper, unless of course a robin comes along and drops more seeds. A beautiful zebra longwing butterfly. And that is why it's so important that we protect our natural areas from non-native and invasive species.